Hi folks, my next little video on the detailing side of things will be a commonly ignored area by detailers is washing the underbody of your car. You'll see this device is from Karcher. It's an underbody washer for a car, and basically it rigs up to your power washer. There's two nozzles here. This device spins round under the water pressure and blasts the underside of your car, and you can see it's on wheels there. So it rotates round underneath your car, blasting away the underneath with water. And one of the other points to make is that this device connects here to replace the rinsing end, and basically this can run any product through it, so the likes of snow foam or a shampoo. And similar to a snow foam lance, you can see down in that gap, or hopefully you can, is a mesh, and basically this acts like a snow foam cannon for the underneath of your car. So along with rinsing, you can actually apply snow foam or a shampoo to the underneath of your car, rinse it all off and go from there. And you'll also see towards the end you can put some of the liquid sealants or the quick dressings for water repellency on the underneath of your car. Go from there. It can also be used for that. Now do bear in mind, before any experts jump on me and say this isn't an ideal solution, it's not by any means. It's a good solution just for trying to clean or rinse off the underneath of your car. It's a touchless wash for the underneath of your car, so it's not perfect by any means, but it does go a long way on the winter times. If you're in a country like myself that puts salt in the roads, it does blast it all off and clean it very well. So I keep on top of it, and I have the M3 out at the minute that has had me lying underneath it for many hours and days cleaning it all. So really this for me is a good maintenance solution to keep on top of the underside of the M3. Keeps it clean and keeps any dirt at bay, and with regularly washing it and sealing it, it makes it so much easier to clean. And some of the daily drivers etc that haven't had that treatment, giving this a good blast, it certainly does go a long way to keeping the underside of your car clean. So what I will do is get the power washer out, get it all rigged up, and set the camera on a tripod and give you an idea of how this all works. Here's a quick preview just to show the operation of the rinsing part of the underbody washer here. The power washer isn't on, so this is just mains water pressure. So you can hopefully see there the way the two nozzles are spinning around there, and you can see it works very well even under standard water pressure or water mains pressure. Time to get the power washer switched on and get this under the car and give you a better idea of what it works like. As you can see, that's the back end given a quick once over. I can see the screen's got pretty wet on the camera there, so time to give it a quick dry off. But you can see the rough principle of it, how it works. So I'll proceed to go in from the two sides and then do the front, and that'll give it a good rinse. After that we'll go on to the next steps. next stage now will be to shampoo, snow foam, and sort of get some sort of cleaning products on the underneath of the car. That's my own concoction of sort of shampoo and snow foam there. You can put in really whatever you wish, and the idea will be that this applies cleaning product under pressure. It gets into quite a few good nooks and crannies that you couldn't easily get to even if you had it up with a brush and stuff like that. Not a perfect method, but it all helps. So this should be much easier to capture in video as well, because it doesn't really spray and have the mist like the water does. So I'll get the camera rigged up and give you an idea what we're dealing with this way. Hi folks, handily I didn't have the camera recording to show you me applying the whole sort of snow foam shampoo combination to the underneath of the car, but you can see it is applied. I'm just leaving it to dwell for a few minutes. I've put a bit more into the device itself just to give you an idea and show you what it's like when it's coming out here, so we'll give that a quick blast. There we go, job done, and you can see it's a sea of white foam now. Leave that for 5 minutes or so now to dwell, and then rinse it off. Okay folks, time to rinse off the sort of snow foam shampoo combination now. Nothing too fancy here, but give it a rinse off and then time to put on the sealant or water repellent product. I'll continue on with the sides and front of the car now, and get that rinsed off now as the next stage. Cheers! Okay folks, time to seal the underside of the car now. You'll see this will come out very different to the snow foam. This come out like a much thinner, fizzier sort of water style liquid. You'll see here, I'll do this now. Okay folks, that is the sealant applied now. Because it is water based, it actually travels quite quickly, so while it looks like there's only a few bubbles on sporadic areas, it actually travels that well across the surface, so it does do a very good coverage that way. So I'll only leave that for a couple of minutes and then rinse it off again. Okay folks, I'm halfway through the rinse now. I've done the back and right hand side of the car, so time to do the left hand side in the front of the car and get it all rinsed off. That's me pretty much finished now folks. Bear in mind the car's incredibly wet underneath of course now, so I would suggest you leave your car out as long as possible. If like me you garage it, it's obviously not the best of idea to leave it in. Put it into the garage and storage when the car is wet. So I'm going to leave this out for as long as I can, and obviously then leave it to drip dry as best I can and put it back into the garage. Hopefully that video was of help to somebody. So if you have any queries or comments, feel free to give me a shout. Hopefully I can help, but you can see it does go some way to help in keeping your underside of your car that wee bit cleaner, and certainly as mentioned, blasting salt and stuff off your car is always a good thing. Okay, all the best, bye bye. Just as another quick note, on products used here. I used a combination of Polar Blast plus a few surfactants, cleaning agents, but Polar Blast and a mix of car shampoo should work very well. And sealant wise, I find the Autoglym Polar Seal is as good as anything. You can actually make this up to whatever dilution ratio you wish. I put 3 capfuls into the container to apply the sealant. You could probably add in a bit more, but I have a few coats already on the underside of the M3, so I didn't actually quite need that much. But anyway, 3's plenty for that. But it does show you that you don't need overly expensive products to give this a go, and it's certainly worth giving it a wee try. Alright folks, all the best, bye bye.